Satan's little neighbor.
We're like the
All right, welcome back again. So today we're going to be checking out a Canadian comedy one. Honestly, these days I've been exploring Canadian comedies, and they have all been hilarious to the core. Like literally, you could literally relate to every single word. So here is another journey of Canadian comedy. So stick with us. Let's do this.
1812, U.S. Army invaded Canada. But after 3 days, they were so drunk and bored.
Wait, sorry. This is a comedy, but I just picked up something here. 1812, the U.S. Army invaded Canada. Ooh, yes, now I remember. Like, I wanted to ask, like, did Canada and U.S. ever had war? Because as long as I've ever known, they have been allies. But I just remember there was a video I watched that mentioned the same thing, the native and something like that. I'm really going to go back to that video and get more details on it. Sorry for that pause. So let's continue.
They went home.
Sorry, I have to start from the beginning so I can get what he said.
1812, U.S. Army invaded Canada. But after 3 days, they were so drunk and bored, they went home. The Spring Break War, I believe it was called. The War of the Long Weekend. And since then, nobody's been mad at us. It's true. You never hear a Shiite Muslim in the Middle East screaming, "Canada! Canada is Satan!" You don't hear that. Because we're not. We're Satan's little neighbor.
We're like the
My chest, I'm dying. Somebody help me, I'm dying. That is another level. Oh my God, sorry. Give me a sec, please, guys. Give me a sec. Ooh. Sorry, I need a minute. While I take the minute, please. Please, 1 minute. That's cruel. All right, welcome back again. I'm sorry for the outbreak. I needed to get myself back. That was something else. Sorry, let's continue, please.
annoying little brother of the U.S. Before they can attack anyone, they have to tell the United Nations, right? So the United Nations is kind of like the mother. The U.S. is like, "Mom, we're going to war." And the UN's like, "Okay, but you have to take Canada with you." But Mom, they don't have anything. Well, let them play goalie.
Nobody wants to go to war with us. That's what's great about being a Canadian. We can fight. We can kick some ass. Oh, yeah, but we just don't have any weapons. That's why nobody wants to go to war with us. What does our military have? A bunch of pickup trucks. That doesn't scare the enemy when you show up on their border with a bunch of pickup trucks. Quick, hide the firewood. Here come the Canadians.
Well, it's not like we're a military power or anything. Let's face it, when it comes to defense, we're like Switzerland without the army knife. What are Canadians proud of? Our mall. The West Edmonton Mall, the biggest shopping mall on the face of the earth. There's a water park in that mall. Has 3 fully operational submarines for the kids to ride in. Canadian Navy has 2.
You know what I'm thinking about? Like, I get. Okay, yeah, there was a time I did a video that recently said talked about the Canadian Army and their military power and everything. And I think one of the things I even highlighted as well was the number of the military. You know, I was like, I think the Canadians need to work on that and everything like that. But there was something I should highlight in that sentence. Don't let their small number deceive you. Yes, they may be peaceful, but when it is needed, like someone mentioned in my comment section, say when it is needed, that a lot of Canadians are willing to be recruited and defend its nation. So I don't really, think that, yes, they have a small army. Rather, the people are its army. Everyone is willing and ready to stand up for its nation. That is my own 2 cents about that. I don't know if I'm correct. So let's continue.
Fully operational submarines for the kids to ride in.
And yes, we have submarines for kids
if
to
an
ride.
enemy ship ever attacked that mall, never make it to the Gap.
I'm really not getting this though because I've never seen the movie.
Canada, but a village.
Sorry, this is funny and I'm laughing at it, but I really want to get why people are really emphasizing that the military does not have weapons, because that's not the case of what I had when I watched how powerful is the Canadian Army. And I don't really get what they mean by they don't have weapons. And if that is the case, I would think there is only one reason why they are not walking around with weapons. Not that they don't have weapons, but I think they are not walking around with it in the sense that, right, from all the videos I've watched, how ballistic the Canadian Army go during wartime. I think giving those kind of people weapons is nuts. So that's just me thinking though, right? Because these guys, when during wartime, they're like, And I just checked out a video recently also about, how the Canadians react when they hear the word war. You understand? So in different occasions, you can see them stepping up. So that is my take on it, right? So I don't know if they give them weapons, but I know that from how strong is the Canadian Army, I saw them with weapons. I saw ammunition. I saw the capability and the ability of the Canadian military force, both the Air Force, the Navy, and the Army. So I don't really get where they're saying that they don't give them weapons. So please, if you really know that, let me know in details in the comment section.
Merci. Hello, hello. In keeping with the bilingual spirit, en gardant l'esprit bilingue, everything I say in English, tout ce que je dirai en anglais, I will repeat in French, je le dirai aussi en français.
Wow, that's impressive. Speaking 2 languages at the same time. Maybe they are French people.
Thank you very much. Domo arigatou gozaimasu. When they asked me to do this festival, I said yes immediately. Quand ils m'ont demandé de faire ce festival, j'ai dit oui, mais seulement si vous me présentez Mitsumi Takahashi.
I'm English. I don't speak French at all, right? Growing up in Montreal, I was always trying to avoid situations where I had to speak French, which was hard, because my family was French.
I, for one, feel there is no greater calling than to make my fellow man laugh. J'aimerais bien mieux aller voir un combat du coq à Verdun.
We, the British, are the most sensible, normal, down-to-earth people. And that is why I'm conducting my business this evening in English. Je ne Francais. All right? The reason I'm using English, ladies and gentlemen, because English is, of course, the natural language of the human being, as we all know. Oh, yeah. Everyone thinks in English, don't they? Deep down. Deep down in the human brain, everyone thinks in English. That's a fact. Yeah? That's why if you're in a foreign country, say, perhaps speaking to a French person, and they can't quite understand you, the best thing to do is shout loudly in English. Then their brain will reverberate its original frequency.
This festival has produced dozens of sitcom superstars. Ce festival a produit des centaines de losers.
This is the only province in the country that has a minimum speed posted on the highway. I love that.
I nearly took that.
You people don't care if it's a hurricane, drift and snow, icy patches. You keep that sucker over 60. Bonjour, Quebec. Step on it, Anglaise.
Actually, the first time I ever saw French and English labeling, I'm going through the grocery store with my new Canadian wife-to-be. I have no idea about French labeling. My kids were coming up that I'd had with my first wife. I actually pick up a package of Kool-Aid. I go, look at this. Look at this. What a stupid country you live in. Look at it. For some reason in Canada, they put raisins in the grape Kool-Aid. That's gotta suck. Why would they do that?
Well, yeah.
She's got a pretty good sense of humor. She said, I don't know why they do that, honey. Well, why don't you ask the cashier?
And I met a woman from here, a French-Canadian woman, my fiancée, Sophie. We're going to get married very soon. And I got to tell you, now I'm trying to learn French, right? French is a very difficult language. They drop all the letters at the end. Like, for instance, her name is spelled P-E-R-R-E-A-U-L-T-E-A-U-X. It's pronounced...
Oh my God. Hold on. I think this is a compilation of, comedies. But they say Canadian comedy one. That's I'm surprised because I know Omori isn't Canadian, or is he? I don't really know, but I always see him on British comedies, so I'm confused in that aspect. And then I think I saw someone else, like two other faces that I know, and I don't really know if they are Canadians. So please let me know if they are all Canadians and they just choose to perform in different countries. So please let me know in the comment section. But this was seriously hilarious, and I really want to know the details on this military, Canada military not having guns and everything, because I'm curious and I want to know, because I feel like the information I have and what the comedians are using for comedy is not actually matching. Well, most of them are matching actually. So please let me know in the comment section, because I really want to know the answer to that. And thank you for sticking around to this part. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and comment on this video. And I'd love to see you on our next update. For now, remain blessed and bye.